You've seen all kinds of videos on how to breathe in freestyle, but you haven't seen this video. This is the most comprehensive, complete, everything you ever needed to know about how to breathe in freestyle. I'm going to share with you today. Who am I? I'm Mike Koliber, NCAA All-American swimmer and head coach and owner of Nitro Swimming. I've coached thousands and taught thousands of how to even swim faster. So today we're going to cover how to breathe in freestyle from the beginning all the way to the most advanced skills you're seeing today on the world stage. So stay tuned. Here it comes. Let's start right now at the beginning part of breathing in freestyle. First of all, how to breathe. Yes, we're going to breathe out of our nose a little bit. I like to say the word when I'm teaching it. I like to say the word pa, pa, pa. Why that? Because air is going to come out of my nose. Pa, pa, pa. Why the pa? Because as I'm breathing, and I'll show you this shortly, as I'm breathing and I roll, there's a split second where there's some water hanging around your lips. If I go just a little quick pop for the exhale, it clears that water around your mouth. Because any one of you, if you know, you suck in one little drop of water, you're probably coughing. You got some problems, right? So we're gonna avoid that. And as I say pa, then the inhales through the mouth. So it's you heard that little still an exhale, then it's an inhale. Now, the next step you do, we're going to take that to a bob. Bobs are simply underwater, exhale through your nose, come back up, pop with an inhale through the mouth. A quick one. We're going to start super slow if you're a beginner. Here's how simple it can be. Without even going underwater, that kind of concerns you a little bit. We'll start on top of the water. Watch this. You're going to notice that is the exact breath I'll be doing in freestyle. Now, developing that bob a little further, a little more advanced. I'm more comfortable now. I'm assuming you're more comfortable. Let's go ahead and go underwater with it, right? Pop, pop. Here we go. Pop, pop, pop. Folks, you should be able to do about 1,000 of these things without getting tired. The breathing aspect of freestyle shouldn't get you tired. So you can focus on other things to make your stroke better and more efficient. The breathing part, we're gonna make awesome for you. So don't forget, like and subscribe on my channel for more content like this. Thank you. Now, moving on with this, pop, pop, pop. I'm gonna go ahead and do a little faster now, a little quicker on the up part. Watch. Notice, I'm not taking a huge breath and filling my lungs to full capacity. All I'm doing is, I like to stay about, if my lungs were gauges, I'd be 3/4 full, half full. 3/4 full, half full. 3/4 full, half full. Watch again now. Not going full inhale, not going full exhale. If I blow all my air out, or I run out of air, I am now in desperation mode. So if I roll for that breath, a lot of times I'm inhaling a little too quickly, a little too soon, before my mouth has actually cleared the water. What's gonna happen? I'm gonna inhale some water. You probably experienced that. Not pleasant, right? So I'm gonna exhale halfway maybe, inhale about 3/4 full. Now pay attention to the bobs. Yes, I know it's basic. It's a building block to better breathing on freestyle. I promise you. Watch. Comfortable, controlled, you should get really good at this. Now, the next stage on this, if you really truly want to make this a building block and a process for you to learn how to breathe better in freestyle, is I'm going to do some traveling bobs. I'm actually going to bob and move on the pool. It could be 4 feet deep where I am, it could be 6 feet deep, heck, it could be 8 feet deep if I wanted to. I'm going to do traveling bobs in 4 feet of water, just a couple go out and back just to show you what I mean. Watch. Come back now. If you notice, I'm not out of breath. That should not be tiring. Do that all day long, folks. You know, funny thing is about bobs? They're actually kind of therapeutic. You have a bad day, go to a pool. Who needs to swim? Just do a whole bunch of bobs. And you get better at your breathing. Now, let's move it now to the next step, an intermediate step. We're actually going to roll and breathe and get the breath while we're doing the pop, pop. I'm going to be right here on the gutter, and I'm going to hold the gutter. You don't necessarily have to, but I'm going to. I'm going to choose right now to breathe on my left side. That way I'm facing the camera. You certainly, if you're a right side breather, breathe on your right side. A lot of folks will want to breathe on both sides. A lot of folks prescribe you to breathe on both sides, like every 3 strokes, right? It's 1, it's 2, there's a breath. It's 1, it's 2, there's a breath. That's fine. I have found in my own experience that doesn't allow me to breathe often enough to get enough air if I'm swimming kind of hard for a while. So if I'm doing some distance, I like to breathe every single stroke on the same side. However, to balance me, I breathe on my left side going one way. So every time my right hand touches the water, I'm taking the breath. On the way back, I'm breathing on my right side. Every time my left hand touches the water and reaches, I'm rolling for the breath. So that way, I still keep my stroke balanced, but I'm getting more frequent air. And my thought on that is, if I'm jogging, I don't hold my breath for any amount of steps. If I'm riding my bike, I don't hold my breath for any amount of revolutions of that pedal, those pedals. I'm breathing all the time. You're sitting here watching the video, what are you doing? You're breathing, 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 jogging, breathing, lifting weights, breathing, breathing, right? Why not? Why don't we do that in swimming? So that's my whole point on breathing every single stroke on the same side. I think it gives me enough air and it makes it much more comfortable. So now, moving on to the actual breath. I'll do it pop, pop. But now, I'm gonna turn my head a little bit. Let me get my goggles on, because we like to call this one goggle breathing. And one goggle breathing is exactly what it sounds like. One goggle is gonna be in the water, one goggle is gonna be out. And I'm still gonna get the breath. So I'm gonna show you right now, I'm gonna pause it right here. There's one goggle in the water, pretty much. Most of my head, the top of my head, is in the water. Common mistake most people make, a lot of people make. This for the breath, or this for the breath. Every action, equal opposite reaction. If this is the action, my legs and my back end of my body dropping. Does that make it easier to swim? Does that make it harder to swim? Harder by far. So, let's just get ready to be good and learn how to breathe one side only. Watch. There's the breath. Get comfortable how low you can go. Now earlier, I said pa, pa. Watch this. Both ears underwater for the pa, 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 pa. Practice that, folks, over and over and over. Now, just to show you, I'm gonna switch sides. I'll do the same thing on my right side so I can get good at both side breathing. Same thing. First of all, get comfortable. One goggle breath right there. I got one goggle in, one goggle out. I've got most of my mouth out of the water. I'm allowed to breathe. I'm able to talk and communicate to you. Sounds good, right? Here we go. Both ears are gonna go under. Pa, pa, pa. Here we go. Pa, pa, pa. Folks, do not pass go, do not collect $200, don't move on until you master that skill right there, that move right there. I'll do it right now, extra slow, so you can really see it up close. Here we go. Now, would I do it that slow if I were actually swimming? No, but I can do it that slow right now to learn it. Just like you're playing the piano. You don't learn a song full blast right away. You start slowly, one hand, then the other hand, mirror the hands, speed up the tempo. Now you got the song playing, right? It's the same thing here. Take your time. Don't get frustrated. Be patient, but practice this. Practice it, practice it. Now, I'm gonna speed it up now. I'm gonna assume you've gotten good. If you had to stop the video and freeze it right there and go to the pool and practice for a while and come back and pick it up now, awesome, good for you. So now, I'm gonna pick it up right now a little bit quicker. Watch. If you notice, the very first breath I took, I sucked in some water. If you notice, want to rewind that and check it out. I just sucked in some water. Folks, I've been swimming for years. It still happens to me on occasion. But because I didn't put all my eggs into one breath basket and sucked in all that air at once, I didn't cough. It's just a little bit of fill, little empty. Little fill, little empty. Little fill, little empty. There's no risk. If I screw up a breath, guess what? I got the next breath about a second later. And guess what? That screw up that one? Guess what? Another breath a second later. Folks, that's the importance of not going out all the way, in all the way. Relax the breathing. Remember, 3/4 half, 3/4 half, 3/4 half. That's all you got to do. The next stage, let's incorporate it with an actual arm movement. I'll start with the left arm only, with my right arm extended. If my right arm is extended, I'm going to pretend that the right arm just touched the water. I like to use the words reach and roll, reach and roll, reach and roll. If I'm already reaching, my body's already going that way, I like to kind of pretend like my head is hitchhiking, looking for a ride. And the head's going to communicate to the shoulders. Hey, shoulders and body, you're going to roll that way. Hey, listen, can I get a ride? I need a breath. I got to take a breath. Shoulders say, why not? So watch this. Click. I'm now riding with the shoulders. I'm going to have the breath right there. Once I get the breath completed, my eyeballs are going to go back down. The head basically is going to say, hey, shoulders, thanks for taking me over there. Drop me off in the middle as you continue. So it's going to look something like this. Click. It rides. Come on back. Okay, unhook me. Unclick. The shoulders continue, but I drop the head right there and the head stays. Critical that the nose is always facing down, nice straight vessel as you move through that water. So now, let's go ahead and add the arm. And incorporate that with the pop breathing. 3/4 half, 3/4 half, which we've learned already. One arm only, on the wall, comfortable, I'm standing up, simple, you all can do this. Watch this. Every time I open my window, I'm taking a breath. Window, breath. Open it, breath, close it. Open it, breath, close it. So when the window's open, I've got my breath. Top of my head in the water, one goggle breathing. Show you the other arm. Get a better feel for it. If I'm more of a right side breather, I'll make sure I'm breathing when my right arm has opened the window and my left arm is extended. Again, if I'm a right side breather, I'm gonna roll to the right as my right arm opens that window and my left arm is extended. Watch, I'll do a slow one. Pop. So now, let's assume now you got to practice that. Take that part, stop the video if you need to, go to the pool and practice just that part. When you're ready, you're going to come back to now add both arms in the sequence. We're going to add both arms. I'll start on this side right now. I'm going to breathe on the right side only when my right arm opens the window, but now I'm going to do what's called a catch-up stroke, nicknamed hand tag. So I'm going to tag your it, tag your it. Requires some coordination. If I'm not going to put my face in yet, you don't have to. You can get practice. You get practice like this. Practice. Open the window, close it. Keep it down. Open the window, close it. Keep it down. Open the window, close it. Got it? So now, let's do it in the water. Again, folks, my feet are on the bottom. I'm just practicing breathing. You don't need to be swimming right now. Practice this and get good at it. It's going to save you so much headache later and effort. Watch. Open. 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 There it is. show you the same on the left side. On the left side. You know what? I'm going to take this to the underwater camera right now, and you'll see it on the left side breathing, what I'm doing with the actual air bubbles. Camera on. All right, we're gonna go underwater camera. Now, can you see me right here? I won't use the gunner so you guys can see both cameras here. Here we go. Now, those of you with a sharp eye, you just realized, wait a minute, he's not blowing his air out all the time. No, I'm not. I'm holding it for a little bit. I'm not releasing my air until I'm ready to start that rolling process, because I'd rather have more air in than air out. And it also helps with your buoyancy to stay on top of that water. That's a kind of a top level secret trick right there that I do, that I think most swimmers do. They hold for a little bit. They're not releasing right away. Now, if you're sprinting and you're breathing a lot, it's constantly out, in, out, in. But if you're kind of relaxed out there doing some distance swimming, I hold for a little bit, release, then inhale, release, then inhale. So now we've just done catch-up stroke. I'm going to show you the full catch-up stroke, the actual stroke itself with breathing, and I'll breathe on my left side towards the camera, which means my left arm is going to open the window, but my right arm is going to remain where? Extended. Top of your head in the water, 3/4 half full, 3/4 half full. Got it? Watch this. Catch-up stroke. I'm not going to push off right now to save the video footage. You can actually see me swimming. I'm going to breathe every time my left arm opens the window. Watch. Now, I'm going to breathe every time my right arm opens the window, so I'm going to face the camera. Again, catch-up stroke, nickname, hand tag. Boom, tag you're it. Boom, tag you're it. Because I practiced on the wall. I got good at it on the wall. Now I'm ready to try it for an actual swim. Here we go. Folks, look how easy that breathing is. I'm not out of breath. It's all part of the process. Now, once you get good at catch-up stroke, now we're going to do almost catch-up stroke. Almost. You watch the top level freestylers. You watch Kayla Ledecky. You watch them all. They're all doing a semi-version of an almost catch-up stroke, meaning I'm going to come touch you. No, you're not. I'm going to come get you. I'm going to touch. No, you're not. So now, what does that do? It allows one arm to always remain in the front quadrant to help you with forward motion, because objects in motion tend to stay in motion. What's the opposite of catch-up stroke? People swim like this. They pull to breathe. They pull to breathe. They pull to breathe. I'll show you. Here's the opposite of catch-up stroke, which you do not want to swim like this. Watch. So I've got both arms, both of my arms are sharing space down here. I don't want that. I'd rather share some space in the front. What's the difference? Almost catch-up stroke. This, folks, is your advanced part of this lesson. And one more thing I'm going to tell you after this is an early breath, quick breath. Early breath, quick breath. That's after this almost catch-up stroke. Do not stop the video yet. A big thing's coming. Watch. Almost catch-up. I'll do it one more time for you to watch it. A little more speed, a little more power. And we'll go a little bit longer. Watch this. Folks, that's pretty good freestyle right there. Almost catch-up stroke. Now, the last thing I want to cover today. Early breath, quick breath. Early breath, quick breath. It's exactly what it sounds like. As I reach for that stroke. I want the breath. Take the breath, and I'm back down before what we call the catch. There's a high elbow catch right there, also known as early vertical forearm. Early vertical forearm. This is called the early vertical forearm right there. Early vertical. Now, ideally, I want to take my breath and get the eyes back down, ears back under, just as I'm about to catch with the high elbow catch in the early vertical forearm. Early breath, quick breath. Watch what it looks like when I combine it with an almost catch-up stroke. Early breath, quick breath, combined with an almost catch-up stroke. Folks, you're looking at a pretty good freestyle right now. This is high-level stuff that the best in the world are doing today. Here's how they do it. I'll do it again, going back the other way, right side. Folks, that's how it's done. I'm not going full tank, empty tanks. I'm still doing 3/4 half, 3/4 half. Don't forget, like and subscribe for more content like this. I hope you enjoyed this, folks. Spread the word. Coach Mike Nitro. I love doing this, folks. Keep watching. I'll keep making it.